Can you legally burn tree stumps in your backyard? What are the dangers? What if they are too close to your house? Maybe a fence, or even worse, next to a power line? Did they take 2 hours or 2 whole days to burn out? I knew that trees were big and I knew that trees were strong, but I had no clue how strong they really were until I tried to remove them. What tools do we need? What if you don't own a chainsaw like me? Is it better just to rent a stump grinder from Home Depot? Well, in this video, we're going to cover all of that and much more. We are going to discuss the do's and don'ts to save time, money, and ultimately not get arrested. So grab your popcorn. All right, I don't know about you, but I'm tired of these stubborn tree trunks ruining our backyard's beauty. And we have a few today. And there are a ton of factors. But the biggest factor is the spectrum of time versus money. And I got a lot of time, but I have zero money. If you have money, just pay a local company to come out and do it. I got quoted $500 for just this tree alone, so I immediately just decided to do it myself. I don't have any money to rent a grinder, to pay somebody. I don't have a chainsaw. I'm not gonna buy one. I can't finance any more things. I'm going off what we already have, which is a hatchet, a 1/4-inch impact driver with some spade bits to drill into the wood, a sawzall, and some lighter fluid. But is it legal?
I don't know. It's fun though, isn't it?
No clue. If I did have money right now, I probably would rent a stump grinder from Home Depot. But I even looked into that, and the Home Depot by my house doesn't even do rentals. And if you do go the rental route, you gotta know what you're doing. I wouldn't do a half day. I've rented tools before for half days. And you got to be fast. You really got to know what you're doing. You really need to hope there's not traffic coming to and from the job site that can burn one of your 4 hours while you're renting this thing for $200 for half a day or whatever. Now, we recently demoed a shed, and under the shed were some 6 to 10-inch small tree stumps, and we just dug those out. But today we're going a different route. We're going to burn them out. Full disclaimer, this is very important. I live in Knoxville. I live in Eastern Tennessee. 3 years ago, I lived in California, and I would not do this. I would definitely not do this in California. I would have the fire truck show up just for bonfires. In California, the Karens are going to get to this before the moths even do. So definitely watch that. And also, this tree right here is about 8 feet from this power line. Fire codes in Tennessee suggest a minimum of 10 feet from houses, fences, power lines. But we're just going to round up today. What mama doesn't know won't hurt her. I've got buckets of water on standby. This is the first thing I do before I prep any fire. We're not going full commando. Safety first. And another disclaimer, I kind of burn everything except for plywood, pressure treated wood, and wood with paint or teak oil on it. A smart move, which I just learned, is to download the ChatGPT app, take a picture of it, and ask ChatGPT if this stuff is safe to burn for any specific tree or plant, brushes, ivy, and this could be big. But another full disclaimer is that I kind of got to get the job done. I'm kind of the show's got to go on guy. I'm not going to be right up there inhaling it. We are outside. I know there's some ivy back here because I've gotten poison oak 1,000 times. So I'm going to be burning a ton of stuff here. You live your life though. Just giving the people some heads up before I get destroyed in the comment section. Now this tree is a crepe myrtle tree, and I know that from ChatGPT, and it says it's safe to burn. So we're going to cut off some branches for firewood, drill holes through it, and kind of go from there. We're kind of just raw dogging it today. Let's get into it. All right, we're cutting some trees down. We got a party here on Monday. Want to have some people over, give me some motivation to kind of get this together. Are you coming to the party on Monday?
I can't, man. I got kid stuff, but I would love to be
It's
here.
gonna
I'll be here in
suck.
spirit.
It's gonna suck anyways. But I kind of want to get this dialed in, and it's 8 o'clock right now. This is the earliest I've ever been up. 30 degrees. There's no real strategy to this. You just got to roll up your sleeves and just
Make it happen.
commando. Yeah, go for it. All right, see what we got. So the bad news is we have 0 dynamite or C4 like Bill Murray from Groundhog's Day, nor do we have superhuman strength. But the good news is we're finally able to get to it. A couple of months ago, this tree was right behind a metal fence that I had recently removed and trimmed some of it down. Time for us just to roll up our sleeves. All right, so far so good. I think we just tried it for the first time. The flame went out. I think the name of the game is to drill more holes.
Yeah.
More holes the merrier. And I actually went from like 1-inch spade bits to the smallest one. I was able to drill into the trunks a lot better, more efficient. So we're gonna light this one up again, see what happens. We don't know if this is better than just digging it out, just cutting the roots. But I think by the end we'll figure out something.
I think so too. It's gonna take some experimenting for sure. You know, first time doing it, we don't know exactly what we're doing. We got to figure that out. And once we do, I think this will be the easier way.
Trial and error.
Let's get in it.
All right, round 2. Alright, so I was really hoping that this would not become a 2-day process, but this tree isn't even coming close to burning out. Good thing we have time. It's been burning for at least 5 hours. Both of them have. Good thing I got a lot of free time. But today, I'm just focused on this smaller stump. I want to have a bunch of parking back here, so I need to get rid of this. Maybe I need to use gasoline instead of lighter fluid. And it's raining here and there. I've already burned up all the wood from yesterday, so now I'm just burning up everything I have stashed. That's the only perk of these tree stumps taking forever to burn, is that I can do some yard work and just throw it all in the fire. I'll probably hear about that in the comment section, but it's still probably more environmentally friendly than whatever goes on at dumps and landfills. But my God, is this taking longer than I thought. All right, this is day 3. I got to get a little bit more aggressive. This thing's still here, and they say tip of the iceberg, tip of the tree stump. This isn't even a big one. We're gonna get more aggressive today. I bought some firewood. I got some more lighter fluid. This thing needs to be out. I've got people coming over tonight. I want this whole back lot area to almost be like a Christmas tree lot flat, or like hot air balloon launch flat. And this is taking me way longer than I thought. So let's turn up the juice. All right, guys, I got a confession to make. I'm a little embarrassed. Usually these YouTube videos end with solid conclusions. Usually these YouTube videos end with getting the job done. This isn't a Cinderella story. Does not have a happy ending. You know, when I was reading about this online, everything seemed to work a lot faster and more efficient. It seemed like the roots were gonna catch on fire and start a wildfire. I could have not started a wildfire if I tried. And I'm from California, where it seems like there's wildfires every day, so I was really worried. But a little bit different vibe out here. So you could either spend the money to have somebody else pay for it, you can burn it out, it's gonna take forever, or if you needed to do the job in one day, I would just dig it out, just dig all around it, and then cut the roots, cut the tentacles from the outside, just like how we did with our shed. That's what I would do to finish the job in one day. But there is silver lining. I'm gonna use these tree stumps just as fire pits. I don't think there's cops or fire departments out here, so I'm just gonna party them out. The big one didn't even have a dent in it. I can use this thing probably for 4 or 5 more times, just as a fire pit, maybe 10 more times. That's gonna be my move. I'm just gonna have people over and we're just gonna get loosey-goosey. If you've been watching my videos, you've seen the progress back here. I've done a ton with this yard, and I did not think this would take the longest. But again, I do have time. It's the money thing I gotta figure out. Lord knows I have time. I apologize. I wish I had some better intel for you guys. We're gonna knock this out, then we're gonna get back to building my dream shed, my Home Depot dream shed. We are clearing the yard out. It used to be a Jumanji Pet Cemetery lot on crack, but now I can almost, host a hot air balloon line launch company. Let's get back to some DIY electricity tutorials. Christmas is in a few days. Everybody have safe holidays. Don't start a wildfire. And if you made it to the end of this video, thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you just gave me 3 pennies of ad revenue. Deuces, fam. Cheers. Did you get it? Did you get it?
That was funny.